Well, hello. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How are you doing? I'm alright, thanks for asking. Getting back to it. The old Picade. These tunes are great, especially for this. Retro. Might just sit here all night and listen to these music, to be honest. None of me talking, just listen to this. 10 times better. Much better. I'm just going to check my audio and make sure everything's okay, and I'll be back with you, okay? Next song, please. There we go. 1 2 1 2. Checking, checking, checking. Works like a charm. I knew it would. Had every faith in myself. Tonight, I've got myself a drink before we started. Well done. Preparation. So, we're going to crack on. Try and pick up where we left off. And, yeah. Let's get going. I'll back this music off a touch for you. So it might be a bit loud. Just have it tickling in the background, just a tickle. Just a tickle. I'm liking that. Somewhere there. Somewhere there's fine. How's that for you? There's no one here, so it don't matter. It's just me. Who cares what you think? Right then, where did we finish last night? We finished last night with the screen assembly being all done. We called it a night, didn't we? And that was about it. I'm gonna just let you in on a few secrets because I've done some stuff while I was off stream. I know I shouldn't have, but I have. You can shout at me, I can't hear you, so I don't really care. There you go. I'm gonna show you what I've done. It's not much anyway. I've put these brackets on here for the top piece to go on, and I've also put these brackets on here at the top of the actual unit. Can't see it in that shot, but maybe if I did something like this, you can see that bracket there, look, just for the top piece. So I've put those on ready for us, just so I'm not like just putting screws in and stuff and really boring bits and pieces, and this should go together quick. I've had a quick scan over the instructions, which I didn't do yesterday and probably should have done, but I didn't, so there you go. And it kind of looks straightforward from here on out. Not much to do, to be honest, to get it up and running. So I reckon next couple of hours will be done. I reckon it should be complete. Might get a bit fiddly with the buttons and you being able to see stuff inside and things like that, but I'll try and show you as much as possible. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, and that is the speaker connections. Yes, I broke them. I said I was going to have a go at it off stream. I did, and I broke both of the little connector pins. To be honest, when it got down to it, I purposely broke them off because they are so shockingly shoddy couldn't help myself. It was literally just, oh, I just did my head in. I'm going to try and show it to you. Show you what's going on, what I've done. But they're in, they're connected, it's all fine. It's all good. Connector's not broken. I've just broke off the little plastic pins that you have to press down, which were just a nightmare, to be honest. An absolute nightmare, so I got rid of them. See if you can see them. So, oh, in the top of the connector there, you can see the bare metal basically, and that shouldn't be bare metal. There should be two plastic sort of pins that sit over the top like a little arm, and you push it down and it opens the metal clips underneath it, and then you push the wires in. They were a pain in the backside, so I snapped them off because it's literally just a little metal sort of pinch connector underneath like this, and when you press down on the plastic arm, it pushes a little piece of plastic that's underneath that arm and just opens them up like that, so you can push the cable in. So all I did was snap this arm off, got a flathead screwdriver, put it in there, turned it so it opened, and then pushed it in. Both the wires went in fine. It was all good. I'm happy with it, and I'm happy to report that the connector is shockingly bad and it should be replaced for something else. Or you could just say that I'm a bit of a turnip and I couldn't do it. Either way, I'm right. Okay? Simple. Drink to that. Okay, so go back to this look and let's see what's going on. Oh, I've got one viewer, or is that me? Maybe, I don't know. Hello there, viewer, if you're out there. If you're not out there, I won't take offence, it's fine. Okay, so we're going to crack on, and I believe cracking on means that we are going to put the screen assembly into here, along with this top piece right here. So this bit is gonna go into the top part up there. Let's try and raise that up slightly. There we go, and turn it in. In fact, it was better this way, wasn't it? So you can see it going in. There you go. So that goes in there in those slots. I'll show you it more, you know, at a better angle later. This might be better for now. Let's have a look. So that slots into there at the top. And then there's this piece that goes over the top there, which is the top part to it. And then the screen goes in as well. So all of those pieces go in together. A little collection, all together, snug, hugging each other, nice and happy. So that's what we're going to do now. I'm going to throw that bag away. See you later, bag. Now it says, put it on its side, and I've put these brackets on, so it's actually not so easy to put on its side now, so I kind of balls that up, if I'm honest. But it says put it on its side, just because you have to drop the screen into the brackets there. See if you can get a better view of that this way. There's the two holes. There's the two little wings on the screen, you can see them. And then they just drop into there. And we can just flex that side out and put that in. There we go. So you can see here that the two edges of the screen have just gone into there. So I pulled that up, just drop that in, all snug. I'm going to do the same with this piece. I'm going to just, let's get a couple of views for yous. So I'm going to do the same. This is the front piece. Drop that in there. Now this is made up of the cardboard logo, acrylic back piece, and acrylic front piece. All the same. Pretty simple. Drop it in. I like this system with the little tabs. It's like you used to do in like at school in design tech. It's great. Love it. So then see if we can do something like that. And I'll show you the piece that goes in the top. Now these are the brackets that I've put in off stream. There's one at the top and one at the bottom. They're the same as all the other brackets we fitted yesterday. It's one screw in the side, head is on the outside, and the nut is on the inside. Now the way this goes is this little tab goes towards the back, because there's a little, show you later, but that's where the back piece just slots into there. So drop that on there. This is where you got to get it right, because all the pieces have to go in at the same time, basically. Just like that. Oh, it's as if we planned it. Unbelievable. Congratulations, you made it. And now we pop in a couple of screws, bolts, if you like. A couple of bolts with a couple of nuts. And we're home free. Home free. I'll tell you what has happened. Oh, the disappointment. A little precision screwdriver. The magnet that was inside here has just fallen out. So this bit doesn't stay in here anymore, it's just loose. It's not magnetically held. It's disappointing, but to be honest, it's been say about an hour since it happened, and I'm starting to get over it now, so I'm okay with it. Getting through it slowly. Just reminded myself, you know, the good times that me and this screwdriver had. You know, before it all fell apart. I mean, it's a crying shame, but it's just a screwdriver, you fool. Don't worry about it. That's what I told myself when I was in the middle of crying. Anyway, I'm going to order a new one from Amazon, and I think I'll make myself really happy, so it's fine. There you go. Problem solved. So easy, isn't it? So easy. Just because you couldn't see it looking... Probably not really a better angle for you to see it anyway, but I'm literally just screwing screws in. I'm going to show you what I've done after, and you know what I'm doing really, because you've seen 101 of these little connectors, things, bracket, right angle jobbies. And you know, I'm trying to get a spurt on tonight, to be perfectly honest with you. I've got stuff to do. Like play the arcade machine. Oh, right, there you go. See, look. 2 in that side, and we've got 2 in that side. Oh, look at it. It's coming together in there now, isn't it? You can see the brackets inside. Kind of, maybe. You kind of can. If you didn't see them, you probably weren't looking. Maybe you should rewind it. Just remind yourself. Oh, look at that. Oh, swap the views. Swap the views. Let's have a look at it. Hang on a tick. Hang on a tick. Look at that for a tickle. Hey? Look at that. You want me to put the joystick thing on to make it look complete, don't you? But I'm not going to do that. Not until the buttons are done. No, I refuse to do it. I'm not having it. I refuse to give in. Okay, this is good. I'm happy with that. So that's the part that I did read the instructions for that part before I actually started it tonight, just so I could kind of jump into it. Kind of read up until like wiring the joystick stuff in, but I'm gonna have to reread it because my god, I can't remember, you know, what I had for breakfast, let alone what was in the instructions earlier. So yeah, you're gonna have to bear with me on that one. But you love it because you get to listen to my reading voice. Maybe I'll come in here and do a stream and just read a book at some point. But you'd love that, wouldn't you? Hey? Once upon a time, in a world of retro arcade machines. Could have been a voiceover artist. If I was any good, which I'm not, so that's why I don't do it, clearly. Anyway. This is what happens when you just sit here around a table talking to yourself. Okay. Right, let's have a look. What's it say? Cabinet box, blah blah blah. Remove all the protective plastic, blah blah blah. A little masking tape around and a rubber band should help you. No, I'm past that part. Panel C, done it. Assembly, done it. Nuts and bolts, yes, done. Yes, done. Plugging in the HDMI cable. Ooh. Before we move on, now is a good time to plug in your HDMI cable. Okay, let's switch that over for you. If you're using a Pi 4, which I am, you'll need the HDMI micro HDMI adapter. If you use an older Pi, I'm not. You'll just need a HDMI. Well, I need the adapter. So I'm using a new Pi 4. One end goes into the HDMI port on the screen driver board. Really? Wouldn't have guessed that one. And the other end goes into the HDMI or the micro HDMI that you put on your Pi. Wow. Ah. HDMI 0 is the default on the Pi. Oh, that's not going to help me at all because I don't think I can see which one's 0 and which one's... 1 second. Okay, HDMI 0 is the one on the left-hand side. The left-hand side. You know, where you pass the duchy. The left-hand side, brother. The left-hand side. Let's put that in there. It's going to be a bit rubbish, that is, because it's... Oh, it's not a very bendy cable. It's going to have to sit right in the bottom of there. I'm going to get the HDMI cable now. Now I've put the little adapter in. Let me quickly flick over to this one. Oh, I was looking for one of those cable tie things earlier. One of these. I was looking for one of them. To put a little tie on the speaker cable. Which is exactly what I'm going to do at this point. I'm going to steal it. Throw away those bits. Those are just little protectors on the HDMI. See, I wanted to just put a little... Oh. Why is stream dropping? Drop frames 2000. This is bad. Well, that's not good, is it? Come on. Come on, internet. Get yourself back together. Okay, we're back. We're back. I think we're back. I think she's okay. I think she's okay. Let's just skip there anyway. Look. So I'm just going to tidy that cable up. That's all I'm doing. Just tidying up. A little tidy. They told me to put that ribbon... it probably was easy to put that ribbon cable, but it's just massively in my way as well at the moment. So I'm not really happy about it currently. I'm just going to have to shut up moaning about it. Get on with it. Oh, I'm much happier with that, look. Look, see how tidy that is? Can you see? Look at it. It's like a little present. A little gift all wrapped up with a bow. Oh, love it. Absolutely love it. Love it. Still trying to figure out where this little board goes. Oh, where does this go? Where does this little puppy go? Sure, we'll find out, but still. Just wondering. Just wondering, that's all. So now we're going to plug the HDMI in the board. There you go. Look at that. Oh, simple. Simples. And then we're just going to plug in. Do a little coil. A little spin around. Plug that into the... Get connector thing there. I'm hoping that's not going to snag the joysticks or the buttons or anything else, or cables, but it seems okay in the bottom there. There you go. See? That's the way I've done it. See, it's just into the pie there on the connector. And then straight into the little HDMI there. It's all good. It's all gravy. Okay, so what's next, buddy? What you got coming up? Ooh, attaching the keypad. You can now attach the keypad. The small black board with the 5 buttons. Look, I was just talking about this. I was just getting excited about this, and now it wants me to attach it. Oh. Wishes do really come true, don't they? I asked, it delivered. Furthest away. Oh, hang on a second. No, I'm jumping the gun. Hang on. It's the one furthest away from the Pi's USB. Oh. It told me which one HDMI 0 is if I just read another sentence. I'm so impatient. Why can't I just wait? Just read it? I'm upset with myself. Oh, cue the somber music. I've done the wrong thing again. Would have been so much simpler. Life would have been easy. But now, just look what's happened. Anyway, back to it. So, you can now attach a keyboard, a small black board with the 5 buttons on, to the end of the narrow ribbon cable. The connector on the keypad is the same as the one on the other end of the cable. And you'll need to plug in with the blue side of the cable on the same side as the keypad buttons. Okay, I can do that. Turn the cabinet round so you're looking at it from the back. We are doing that. That's what we're doing. Look, I'll let you do that as well. Look. Come on, look at it from the back, see? Now you're looking at it from the back, aren't you? Well done. Come on, keep up. There are 2 holes on the left-hand side near the top of the B panel. Yes, there are. They're right here. Let me turn it and show you. 1 second. You can see them because you can see the light through them without me kind of getting too close. But yeah, there they are, look, see? 2 holes. Two of them. 2 holes. Ah, I see. It just mounts inside like that. Oh, got ya. Now I'm looking at the back and I can see what's going to happen. I'm going to show you. Oh, look at me preempting the instructions again. Stop doing it. Look on the back. It's a little cutout, look. You can just get your finger in there and press it. It just screws to the side. Oh, they've thought of everything, haven't they? Those little Pimoroni people. I'm not saying they're little. You know, they could be any size. You know, let's be PC about it. But they've, you know, they've just planned it all. I never should have doubted them. I'm gonna have a drink. Probably need to stop drinking. It's only iced tea anyway, so you know, it's not as if it's, you know, gonna hinder my judgment in any way. There are 2 holes on the left hand side near the top of the B for attaching the keypad to the cabinet. Line it up with the holes with the ribbon cable pointing towards the screen and secure it in place with the nylon 2.5 bolts and nuts with the nuts on the inside. Well, that's just what we've been doing all along, isn't it? So let's do that again. I like it. I'm going to put it right here. Right there, look. I need to get an extra screen for this although I'm probably not going to be doing it in the same place next time. I'm going to be back at my desk doing it stuff. There just wasn't enough room at my desk. I'd have been like squashed in the corner doing this. I cleverly put all the nylon nuts and bolts back in the bag yesterday just to save losing them. Yeah. That's me. Prepared. you know. Nuts on the inside. Just hang it there like that. It's perfect. Come on, let's do it. That's the one. Mr. Pimoroni shouting at me going, "Blue tack, told you yesterday. Blue tack. Silly boy." It's quite long bolts, these are. I'm going to show you after. Stop telling me to move my hands out the way. Move your fat fingers. No, my fat fingers are needed currently. My fat fingers are what's keeping this operation together. So shut your pie hole. Oh, it's the flathead. Bugger. Don't I look like a silly sausage? I'm keeping the magnet for this screwdriver. It's sticking to everything, causing problems. But I'm going to try and fix it. I do need another set anyway, to be honest. Was a bit of a cheap set. Oh, you little beggar. I should have put the ribbon cable in first. I've jumped the gun, haven't I? Come on, let's challenge ourselves, see if we can get it in from here. Break something. I bet you I can break something. Watch me. Watch me do it. Watch me mess it up. Oh, turned this into a right challenge, haven't I? Oh, you daft airpath. God, what am I doing? Right, I'm taking it off. Look, no magnet, fell out straight away. The disappointment. Oh, for God's sake. Seem to be breaking a right meal of this. In fact, I only need to take one nut and bolt out because I can just spin it like that. Let's see. Then I can get to it, can't I? Get to it like that. Spin it round. Love it. Love the spinny action. It's in. And as we learnt yesterday, clip both sides of the clipping at the same time. I don't feel like that's in properly, but it... Oh, no, it says it is. Okay, done. It's done. Let's go! Thought I'd lost it. Well, I have lost it, to be honest. Been a while. Still haven't found it. Oh, well, we're gonna have to buy a new one because that's really gonna upset me. Just the bit just keeps dropping out. I mean, listen to me. Did you hear the huff? It's upsetting me already. Sorry, earphone people. Deal with it. Let's call it ASM. Is it AMSR or ASMR or whatever? Let's call it that, and then you can't complain about it. Okay, cool. That's done. Look, see, connected. Little push buttons, love it. This is going to take longer than I thought. You know why? Because I don't stop talking. Shut up. Get on with it. Let's have a look. What's next? Whee! Oh, there's me in the reflection. Hi, everyone. Hi. Right, okay. I'll keep me out of the reflection. Just because I've, you know, got a face for radio. Attaching the power button. Oh. Do you have a plastic button, 4-pin, or do you have a metal button, 5-pin? I've got a metal button, 5-pin. I know I have because I've seen it. I'm going to empty all the buttons on. We're obviously into button world. Let me scroll down. Yeah, we're getting into button world. Welcome to button world. We have a multitude of buttons. Need your button pushing? That sounded weird. Anyway. Metal 5-pin. Here we go. Locate the power button from the bag. Yes, I've got it. It's in my hand. I've located it. Examine it. Examined. It's a button. For powering stuff, I guess. Perfect. Okay. You'll either have a black metal button with a yellow ring and 5 pins. A yellow ring and 5 pins. Or a translucent yellow plastic button with 4 pins. Well, I've got no yellow ring, but I do have a black metal button with 5 pins, so let's go with that. You'll also need a red and black power cable. Okay, I got one of those. Here it is. Right, talk to me. What do I need to do? If you have a metal power button, which I do, unscrew and remove the hexagon metal ring. I'm doing that now. Oh, there's a little rubber O-ring on there as well. Wonder what that's for. Oh, that might be as a seal to go on before that. For when they use them for waterproofing, maybe. Yeah, it's a guess. And remove the hexagonal metal ring from the button. Done that. This will be used to secure it to the cabinet. Once you've wired it in, you should also have a small rubber O-ring. There's me jumping the gun again. That goes with the button. Keep this handy. I'm going to keep that handy. Look, small little O-ring. Okay. There are 5 contacts on the bottom of the button labelled 1, 2, C, no, and NC. Oh, so there are. They're correct. Oh, well done. No, NC. Okay. NC, no, and C, 1 and 2 I've got. Okay, that's right. We'll first connect up the LED part of the button. It is an LED, but I said that on stream yesterday, it's an LED button. Push the spade connectors on the red and black wires onto contacts 1 and 2, the ones sticking out of the blue bit. 1 is on the left and 2 is on the right, according to that. So let's see. Oh, I'm holding that way out of the way for you guys, sorry, I'm reading this. So this is, for me, this is 1 on this side and this is 2 on this side. There we go. So I'm going to connect those to there. What did it say? 1 was what? Push the spade connectors on the red and black wires to contacts 1 and 2. From one of the black wiring loom contacts 1 and 2, so it doesn't matter which one's which, I guess. I'm going to do 1 as black, and I'm going to do 2 as red, and they fit quite nicely. Nice and snug they are, look. Two spade connectors, black to 1, red to 2. Lovely job, well done, Chris. Thank you, Chris. You're welcome, Chris, no problem. From one of the black wiring looms, tear off a pair of 2 wires from one end. Plug these spade connectors onto the connectors labelled C and NO. Now, they are the 2 contacts between the wires which you plugged in. Okay, got ya. I got you, buddy. I got you. So what's on these? There's like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. They're the same thing. Okay, put that over there. Rip 2 off is what he said. So I'm ripping 2 off. Ripping 2 off. Ripped. I'll put that one over there, so I know it's only got 10 on now. And there's little markings on these cables. They're all different. I've got like, some have got dots on, some have got stars on, some have got stripes and stars, so you can tell all 12 of them are different basically. Look. See? That's quite handy, isn't it? So they're all different. Like that. So I've ripped off plain black and one that looks like it's got Morse code with the dot on a dash. And I'm going to connect it to the 2 in between these connectors. Let's show it to you. It's the 2 in between, which is not the top one, the middle one and the bottom one. I'm going to connect them to there. Doesn't tell me what the difference is and which ones I should connect to where, so I'm just going to connect them. Guess it matters when I go to plug it into the actual Pi later on. So I'll go with that for now. They're a nice snug fit, I like that. You know they're not going to come off. God, that is tight. There we go. It's on. It's on. It's done. Look. Look, see. Sorted. A lovely little power button. Where does that power button go? That's the question that needs asking, because I haven't seen a hole for the power. Oh, it's right at the back there. It's right there, look. That one. Let's put it in now. So I preempt the instructions and just put it in. Come on, let's do it. Come on. Why not? We're going to get it right anyway. We're not going to have to do it twice, are we? Yeah, right. Let's see. Okie dokie. Oh, come on, man. Come on, let's have ya. I'm going to read it anyway. You'll want to check that none of the metal connectors plugged into the back are touching each other and gently bend the contacts to separate them if they are. They're not touching each other, they're quite far away, but I will bend the contacts slightly just to make it official. I'm particularly bending the black ones really, up and down. They're fine, they're nowhere near each other. You can then thread both sets of wires through the hole panel B from the outside, followed by the button, and then secure it in place with a hexagon metal ring. Put the O-ring on the inside of the Picade, in between the panel and the metal ring, to help stop the button from spinning around. Oh, that's what it's for. Well, there you go. I've put the O-ring on now, haven't I? So I'll just take it off. Because, you know, just doing stuff twice. That's what we like to do, isn't it? That's what we're here for, to do stuff twice. Be impatient, do things twice. Congratulations. Well done. Okay, so let's have a look. Through the hole. In they go. Oh, it looks lovely. It looks beautiful. Look at it. Oh, professional. Looks professional. O-ring next sits up against the cabinet, and then when we screw the hexagonal bolt on, it stops the button from spinning round, apparently. Okay. I believe you. Thousands wouldn't. But I do. It's in. It's in. It's a Roger, sir. She's in. Let everybody in. To be honest, this is a great little build for someone who even knows absolutely nothing about this sort of stuff. I mean, I don't know a lot about it anyway, but it's a great little build. So simple. Apart from the speaker connector. Rubbish! Rubbish! Speaker connector! Rubbish! You! Rubbish! Rubbish! Sorry. Speaker connector rant over. Sorry, I had a little break for a drink. Excuse me. Okay, so that's all screwed in. That's all lovely. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Yeah, okay, cool. We've done that. Shows me a nice little picture. My picture looks better, so great. We'll wire up the Picade X-hat end of these cables later on. Now is another good time for a break before we get started. I'm not having a break now, I'm getting on, we're cracking on. Let's just move forward. Come on, let's go, 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 go. If you have a plastic 4-pin power button, I don't. Yeah, let's skip that part. Building the console assembly, which means building the joystick part. Ooh, oh my god, I'm excited. I don't know if you can sense it. Let's tuck those in there somewhere. They're tucked. Those are tucked. Bit of tucking going on. Tucking! So, what we are doing now is we are doing the joystick part. Roger that. The last bit to assemble is the console, where the buttons and the joystick live. Locate the sandwich of wood, cardboard and acrylic with lots of holes in. What? This one? Got it. Okay, and then what? I'm going to tell you something that I cheated on earlier, just to let you know. Just to let you know, so it doesn't tell you to do this, but this is what I did, so just so you know. And then you can't say that I didn't tell you. These brackets on the side, it's 2 bolts with kind of like a slot for each bolt, so these brackets can move up and down to get this position right for this to fit on, because there's only a single hole in each side of this to fix it on down. Even though these slots either side fit in, that's fine, but if this bracket's in the wrong place underneath when this fits on, then you've got to move it around. You've got to get your hand inside to try and hold the bolt while you're screwing it in and everything else. So what I did is I put these 2 bolts in either side in this bracket loosely. I pushed the bolts through here, screwed them into there, and then I positioned it all kind of loosely, and then I tightened these up. I got them pretty tight basically. Took that off, and then just held the nut and tightened these both up. That's how I did it, just so I got the adjustment right. So I know now when I drop this in, when I've built it all, this is going to go on. These holes are in the right place, and we're ready to rock. Oh look, I'm giving away like the look of it. Oh, it's going to look great, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, that's what I did, just to let you know, so you don't get upset and you're saying like, you didn't say anything about that. You didn't tell me that, did you? Really upset with you. Now you know, don't ya? So don't come complaining. Didn't tell ya, because you just probably weren't listening, were ya? In fact, you're not even here at the minute, so forget ya. Kiss me. You know. You know. So, buttons. Like the 3 pieces of the holes and printed cardboard facing the acrylic, remove the inner protective layer of the acrylic. You can leave the protective layer on until the end if you wish, whatever. Poke the yellow, pink and blue buttons through the 6 holes of the console sandwich. From the outside, the cannon arrangement is yellow on the left, pink in the middle, blue on the right to match the artwork. Oh, I see. Yellow, pink, blue. I'm going to do the same. If it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. So yellow, they've got the little clips on there, haven't they? So let's just drop these in, and I'll show you the dealio as I'm doing it. So I've got the sandwich, and I've got the little clips on the side, and there's the little notches where those clips go on every button. So just line them up. Oh my god, it's coming together. This is a beautiful thing, man. I'm impressed. I am impressed with this little unit. I love it. Last button. Oh god, look at it. Look at it. Down in the arcades on the seaside. Come on! Let's not get overexcited. Well, I think I already am, but still. Slot the console assembly onto the tabs on the front of the Picade. The button should be on the right side, and the stripes on the screen assembly match all the artwork, matches up. Okay, fair enough. We're now going to attach the joystick, peel off the protective plastic coating. I did that yesterday because I couldn't wait because I'm impatient. Of the joystick, and then locate the set of 5 pins. These are what you plug the joystick connector cable into, which is these 5 pins right here. So there's only one connector on this joystick, but yeah, 5 pins. Locate those closest to the buttons, so it would go in that way, and the pins would face the buttons the closest. Oh, lovely. There you go, look. And you've got, okay, I see where the holes are. Okay, so is this getting fixed now, or what? What's the dealio? What's the dealio dallio? These are what you need to they sometimes get a bit bent from transit, so straighten them out with your fingers. Don't need to, they're fine. Poke the joystick through the hole in the bottom of the console assembly and orientate it so the pins are pointing towards the buttons. Done that. Fasten it in place with the M3 bolts through the holes at the top and bottom of the joystick and the nuts on the inside. Take care not to over tighten the ball because you risk cracking the acrylic. Not really keen on doing that, if I'm honest. Cracking the acrylic. Let's get these bolts through first. Oh, there she goes. And another one. Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. There we go. Pins facing the buttons. I've got my fingers on those, the head of those bolts the other side, so it's holding them in place. Can you see them? Does it matter? There's one there, and there's one there, just in case you can't. Those holes look kind of small to me for the. We'll see. It looks like it needs washers because the holes on the joystick are quite big, but I'm probably wrong. Well, I'm definitely wrong, because they would have thought the otherwise, wouldn't they? Idiot. Okay, so I've put the nuts on loosely. Let's see what it says before I rush into this, which is, you know, what I usually do. M3 bolts through the holes. Acrylic. Pop the dust cover on over the joystick and attach the ball to the top. You can use a flat head screwdriver to hold the shaft of the joystick from below while you tighten the ball if it's necessary. That's because, as you can see, there is a flat head screw right in focus. 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 Focus power. Focus power. Focus! Flathead screwdriver. Flathead screwdriver in there just to stop the joystick spinning. I don't think that's needed, but we'll see. I'm going to tighten these up a bit more now, just to keep that in place a bit better. I'm going to shuffle it so that's kind of centered. Doesn't say to do that, but I'm guessing it's a good thing to do, so I'm doing it. I'm going to tighten those with my trusty broken screwdriver. Wrong bit, 1 second. Little stray M3 nut there. Okay, that looks good. Just holding the nut on the back, tightening it up. I want to get that as central as possible. So it looks like it's a little bit off, but I think it's fine. I think it's okay. Dust cover is this little plastic disc. Oh, God. It just looks so pro. It's pro, man. It's pro, man. Screw your little joystick ball on. One of the, oh, I need a little 8 ball on there, don't I? You know what I mean? Make it look, oh, look, it is spinning. I'm gonna hold it with my finger and see how it does. It did okay. Holding it with your hand is actually fine. You don't need a screwdriver. It's good enough. Look at that, it's on. Yeah, look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it. Oh, beautiful. Right, talk to me. What's next? Talk to me, goose. Put the dust cover on the ball, use a flathead screwdriver, blah, we've done that. Note that the bolts used to attach the joystick are only slightly larger than the holes on the metal joystick plate. See, I said this. However, the holes in the plastic and the MDF and control panels are slightly further apart than the holes. Oh, they're right. So it actually sits, it does sit on the edge of them. They're further apart. They're clever little buggers. It is further apart, slightly further apart, that is. The holes in there. You'll see if you get one. It's an intentional feature, of course it is. Push the black buttons through the holes in the front and the sides of the cabinet. We're going to leave off attaching the console assembly to the cabinet until after we've wired everything. This makes it a lot easier. Okay, cool. I'm down with that. Let's put that on its side over there somewhere. And let's put the black buttons in. Here we go. Let's do a little view switch for you so you can see it. So you can see what's going on. There we go. So we've got a couple of little notches on the side on these. So good. I'm so looking forward to playing this. Look at it. Look at it. Show you some arcade finger action now. Track and field, that is. Ah, pole vault. Jump. Score. Right, okay, carry on. Little buttons are attached. 2 on the sides. And 2 on the front. Lovely job. Love it. Okay, so. I wonder what they're going to do with the little hole in the top. There's a hole in the top, look. Wonder what we're going to do with that hole. It's that little dust gathering hole there. Not sure. We'll find out. Okay, so drink. Next in the assembly instructions, drink. That's better. Right, let's go. Wiring the buttons. What time is it? 5 to 8. Okay, we're good. We're gonna be murdering this by 8:30, I think. Back to the black wiring looms with spade connectors on one end. Okay, cool. You're going to need one set of 12 wires. Okay, that's the bigger one that I didn't rip the thing off, which is this one. Which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, I've got that one. For the coloured buttons on top. Okay. The one with the 8 wires for the side and front buttons, so remove another pair of wires from the one that you stole a pair from earlier and set it aside. Okay, I can do that. I got you. I got you, buddy. I got you, buddy. So, This is the one I stole a pair from earlier, so I'm going to steal another pair, like so. Rip them away. Store it for later. Just throwing it over there. That's my other loom. So I've got one loom now with 8 wires, 4 pairs. Got one left like that, and I've got one with 6 pairs, 12 wires on it as well, which is apparently for all the coloured buttons. So I've got a dedicated joystick cable, which is the one with the white connector on. So okay, that's all button stuff then. Wicked. Okay, let's get to it. Take the set of 12 and separate the strands a little bit into 6 pairs. Okay, so they're telling me with the spade, so separate the spade end, so that's this end. This will help in connecting them up. Flip the console assembly upside down so you can access the buttons easily, and working from one side of the cable, connect each pair of spades to each button from 1 to 6 marked on the underside of the console. Got 1 to 6 on it. Oh, it has got 1 to 6 on it. Well, would you look at that? These guys just thought of everything, didn't they? Apart from speaker connectors. Rubbish! Rubbish speaker connectors! Rubbish! Anyway. So I'm going to separate those a bit. And that is just for me to get between the buttons, I guess, basically. That's why they want me to separate them. So I'll measure that. Shuffle that for a second. So it's basically, so that goes to there. And there's enough room for these to all separate, go between the so let's just separate them a little bit. So I'm just separating them in pairs a little bit so they can split between all the buttons, stretch out. The buttons are numbered on the bottom, if you can see that. I'm going to try and show you. When it hits the light, there's the 1, look, 2, 3, it's cut in. 4, 5, 6. So I'm literally going to go down the loom and do 1 to 6, I guess. That's what I'm going to do. And just whack them onto the buttons. Don't think it. Oh, my buttons popped out. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no. Do you know what? The thing is so thick that the clipping mechanisms don't clip into place on the buttons. They literally just pop out. But I'm never going to push them from the underneath, so it doesn't really matter. But just a note for when you're doing this part, because I'm just pushing them out as I push the connectors on. I'm just holding the button from the other side while I'm pushing them on, just to stop me pushing the button out, which is fine, that's working perfectly. You feel a little click when they're going nicely. Bottom row, let's just separate those a bit more as a 3 and continue on. Next 2 for the next button. I'm not putting those on in any particular order. I don't believe they need to go in any particular order. So, as in which one's doing what. So I'm just doing them as I go. As in the 2 spade connectors per button. I'm not going, the left one goes on the left connector, the right one goes on. I'm not doing that. I'm just putting them on anyhow, because I believe that doesn't matter. It's just a signal, isn't it? So that's done. There we go. Have a look. So I've broke the first 3 out to that. Flip that over so you can see the back 3. Back 3 are flipped out over to that, and that's in order. So in order across this cable, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in pairs goes button 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I know if I start from this side, which is the side with the 2 dashes on, that'll focus. You can see that they're big dashes anyway, can't you? Yeah, if I start from this side, that's 1. As long as I know that, it's all going to be gravy. That's nice, nice and tidy. Don't split it too much. It's just going to get messy in the bottom of there. That's all good. I'm going to preempt the fact that this joystick connector needs to go on here, and I'm just going to plug it in. No one's told me to, just doing it anyway. Oh, do I want to? I don't know which way around it goes. I think it's that way, but I'm not going to. Okay, I'm not going to jump the gun. I'm just going to follow the instructions. It's fine. Take a set of the 12 wires, yes, blah blah, yes, I've done that. Each button, mark 1 to 6, done that. While you're looking at the underside of the console, take the opportunity to plug in the joystick cable. Okay, that's what I was just about to do, but I was waiting for you. The one with the 5 wires and the plastic white clip end. The white plastic clip pushes over the joystick pins onto the joystick. The locking clip faces you. I was just thinking that. Honestly, I was. No, honestly. Alright. No, but I was honestly thinking that. It makes sense when you look at it. Look. There's the connector. It's got like a sloping angle down there. And this has got like an angled piece as well. It basically connects over the top of it. Sits on there, look. Just clips over the top. So clip faces me. On it goes. Come on, you beast. Satisfying click. And nothing. Oh, come on. Get on there, you bugger. Can you say bugger? Just said it. Anyway. Here we go. Lovely job. All buttons done. Guess I can just put that in now, no? Surely I can just put that in. Wait, he said, wait. The exposed metal connector pointing towards the wooden layer of the console assembly. Yes, that's right. I know it's right anyway. Before you put the console assembly back into the cabinet, take the other wiring loom with the 8 wires and separate the strands a little into 4 pairs in the space. Take turns to connect each one to the enter, escape, 1-up and coin buttons. Okay, the 1-up and coin buttons are on the front, so it must be enter and escape that are on the left hand side then, I guess. Does it say enter and escape on the sides? It does actually say enter and escape on the wood next to them. So there you go. Let's do that, shall we? Let's do it. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to work from right to left. And I'm going to do enter, escape, 1-up, coin. Which side is which? 1 second. Okay. So enter is on the right hand side as you look at the unit. So let's do that one first. These need to split as well because they're quite far apart. So that's got to go there. That's got to go to that side. So let's give them a good split. That's staying there. That's going to there. So I'm just laying it out as I go. I'm trying to split the pairs accordingly. And then with that there, that goes over here. So may as well just split them all to right to there. So I've done it about 1/3 of the way. I've split all the wires about 1/3 of the way, look. First one I'm going to do is the enter button, which is on the right hand side, quite close to the speaker actually, to be fair. But you know, not to worry, I think it'll be fine. Sure it will be. And it is. Plus these little spade connectors and pins, you can just bend them ever so slightly out of the way anyway. It's not gonna, you don't be too forceful. Just give them a tweak Just give them a tweak so they're up out of the way. That's what I'm going to do. It's close to the speaker housing, so just tweaked them up out of the way. It's all good. It's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy. God, I'm going to brutalise some people on Golden Axe on this, tell you. Going to be the barbarian. Always like to be the barbarian in Golden Axe. You know. Just where I see myself inside a game. My physique is the opposite of the barbarian in real life, so, you know. Gotta live your dreams somewhere, people. Gotta live your dreams somewhere. I'm going to give you a shot of this after I've finished just pushing things on and stuff. So don't fret. Stay calm. They do click nicely in as well, these things. I'm going to give you a shot now, look, see? See, so you see those two buttons, and these two buttons on here are wide in as well. There's one by the speaker. You see how it's by the speaker, and I've just tweaked those up slightly. They're not touching, but I've just tweaked them anyway. It's not going to do any harm. And there you go. There's the other one. And then I've just fed the cables out the back. And here it is, look. I'm going to feed it that side of the HDMI cable. Better. Love it. Love it. Love it. Absolutely. Had to grab a quick drink, sorry. Big chunk of ice nearly choked me. Righty ho. Come on then. This is the home stretch, baby. Home stretch. Here we go. Here we go. Little musical interlude. Come on then. Let's get some motivation going. Come on. I'm ready. Definitely ready. Come on. Okay, end of the song. I'll let it go. I'll let it go. Poke all three sets of wires through the cabinet towards the Picade X-Hat and place your console assembly back in place on the cabinet. Best not to fasten it yet in case you need to adjust any of the wiring. Good idea, Pimoroni. You should have 5 sets of wires at the back of the cabinet ready to connect to the Picade X-Hat. 6 pairs from the coloured buttons, 4 pairs from the side of the front buttons, 1 pair from the power button, yes, which is the switch part. No, 1 pair from the power button, which is the LED part, the actual power that goes to the LED button, power on button, and 1 black pair, 1 black pair for the actual switch, and 1 black and red pair for lighting the LED button from the power button. Yes, okay. And 5 wires from the joystick, all ending in DuPont connectors. That's the one with the pins. Yes, I've got that too. Amazing. Before things get too busy with the wiring, we'd suggest plugging in the micro USB cable that provides the power for the screen. The small micro USB end goes into the power in on the screen driver board, and in the big USB end goes into the one of the USB ports on the Pi. Okay, let's do that. Let's do it. I'm in. I'm up for it. Let's do it. You ready? I'm ready. Oh, tell you what I've got. Got the little band. I'm going to measure out how much this needs. Do you know what? I don't think it really matters. So I'm going in on the power connector, which is the little micro USB on the board. That's in. See it right there? Right next to the HDMI. That's in. And then this one goes down into any of the USB ports in the Pi. So one of the 4 that are sitting here, and I'm going to put it in. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to just put... There's a little rubber band that came with the speaker connect. This little micro USB. I'm just going to put it around there just to... Is that going to work? Maybe not. Oh no, no it will if I put that as well. Probably be a bit better like that. Keeping it tidy, you know what I mean? Keeping it tidy, keep the air flowing, all of that sort of stuff. It's all about efficiency when you're building things. Say it all the time. No, I don't. I'm going to put it in the bottom port just so I've got easy access to other ports if I ever need to get to them. Don't think I'm going to need to get to them. I'm also making sure that that cable is not touching the cone on the speaker. Oh, see this cable twisted up here. Put the little rubber band around it that came with it, and just making sure that it's not touching that speaker cone there. So just make sure it's off to the side. It's fine. It's all good. It's fine. Oh look, my power little button got stuck in the back of the speaker. This is what I'm talking about. These are the issues. Oh, what's this pair that they... Oh, we're going to tell me in a minute. I don't see it for anything. Maybe it's a spare. Okay, so... right, what's next? What's next on the Picade? Done the micro USBs. Before plugging in the joystick cable into the expired hat, take a peek on the underside of the console assembly again. The ground wire... The GND ground wire is marked 1 on the white joystick connector. Follow this wire to the other end. The wires all have different markings, so this should be straightforward, the ones I showed you earlier. And plug the pins into the joystick header on the Picade X hat, making sure the ground wire goes to the appropriately marked header. Okay, so obviously the joystick header is marked for the ground. Let's have a look. Where is the jaw? Oh, pop this on, haven't I? That's what I've got to do. What view are we in? There we go. So you are seeing what I'm doing. So I'm just dropping the it's nicely, look. Oh, it's even better from where I'm sitting. Right, so let's have a look. See if we can get you a bit of a better view here. Looks messy at the minute, but there's not that many wires here at all. It's very manageable. Very manageable. Right, so let's have a peek at the ground wire, as he just said. So that one's marked with ground. I don't see it, but still. 1 second. I've forgotten what it said. While plugging in the joysticks, have a look on the underside of the cardboard, so on the console assembly again. The ground wire is marked 1 on the white joystick connector. Right, okay. Yeah. So the one marked 1 is the one closest to the front of the actual unit. You can see it's on there anyway. It's actually printed on them. You won't be able to see it here, but it's this one. It's this end that's closest, and this is the front of the unit, because if you imagine it sits on Yeah, anyway, it's this one. So let's have a look at the markings on it. And the markings are, one has a cross on, and one has a little rectangle on. So I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I think most of this stuff, like the rest of the directions and stuff, are all just programmable anyway. Once you turn it on, you go, this is up, now press up, and it just records it. So all of that stuff is quite simple, I think. Okay, so this is the ground pin on this side. And then where is the joystick connector? Okay, it wants me to put the ground in that side then. Just double checking. There we go. You can see that, but see how close I can get. Oh, nah, it doesn't show nothing. It's gonna look awful, but it's that connector there anyway. It's this one here. It's the joystick connector in the middle. It's all marked up on the board, so you'll see it if you get it. You'll see it. Ground is marked on the board. Match that up. That's all gravy. I'm going to push that off to the side. Wonderful. What's next, boss? If your joystick only has one direction that works later, it will come to the mapping in the controls. The wires have been connected back to front. Simply remove the pin connectors from the joystick header and flip them around 180 degrees. Okay, fair enough. To connect the coloured buttons, take the 6 pairs of pins on the other end of the cable and connect them to the header marked buttons from 1 to 6. The orientation of the pins doesn't matter as long as each pair corresponds to one button. Okay, if you've plugged them in order, it should be easy to figure out which pairs of wires are associated, blah blah blah. You can change it in the software later on. Yeah, thought so. Connect the front and side buttons in the same way to the enter, escape, 1-up and coin headers. Pair of black wires from the power button. Okay, let's get onto that in a minute. Let's do this first. So this is the 4, yeah, because these are all the buttons, aren't they? This is the 6 buttons. So let's get these all matched up. So buttons is this one, and they're marked up 1 to 6. You can't actually see them from there, but let's try and show you them. That's the header at the end of my thumb, and it's 1 this side and 6 on the other one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'll just put those double pins in each one. What did I say? I went right to left, didn't I? That's what I said. That's what I'm going to do. So I'll put that one in. In fact, let's start at the back because it's easier to put them in. And as they said, you can order these buttons any way you want anyway. So you can do it in software. I think you have to program it in software anyway, I'm guessing, from what they've said. As long as you've got 2 pins from one button in one button hole, then that's all that matters. Though I believe I've got them in the right order. Because I'm bloody good, that's why. It's in. Seems straightforward. Right, so this is the enter. And I did the same thing, and I did enter, escape, coin, 1-up from right to left on the connector. So the right hand one, this side, is going to be enter. And that's the first hole, followed by escape, which is the next hole. Now I did coin next, which is actually miss one, do that one. So let's flip those over and do 1-up next. And then coin. And then, what does it say in the last two? It says on and LED. So the LED, so that's pretty straightforward. The on is the switch part of the power button, which is the two black cables. And the LED is the red and black, which is the just power to the LED on that button. And that's it. Just going to tuck those down a bit. Look at that. That's my wiring in. This is the enter, escape, 1-up coin, and then there's the LED power buttons on the end. Joystick is the middle one, which is already done, and that's all the 6 buttons. That is it. There are other things on this hat which I'm not using, so that's fine. Everything else is connected. Let's go back and see what the manual says. Let's read the bit about the power cable for the on switch. The pair of black wires from the power button should go into the header labelled on. I did that. And the red and black wires go into the cable. The red and black wire goes into the header labelled LED. And that is exactly what I've done also. So that is all correct. Look, I guessed it and I got it right. Oh, God. If you have a 4-pin power button, blah blah blah, which I don't, so forget that. Attaching the console to the back of the cabinet. You're almost done with the build? Yes! Yes! Yeah! Almost done with the build. It's been a long time. Let's go. Come on! Time for a drink. Now I feel good. Yes! Right, come on. Stop messing around. Get back to it. Get back to it. Right, where we at? Once you're happy everything's plugged in correctly, remove the console assembly again, attach the 2 remaining brackets to the outside of the cabinet, then 3 nuts and bolts with the side of the bracket 3 holes. Okay, this is talking about screwing down the console assembly, which is the joystick part, to the top. All that's left to do now is put the back of the cabinet on, and you'll, with your good side facing outwards, slot the 2 tabs into the bottom and the F, and slot the 1 base in the camera, fix the top in, cabinet slightly, get it in, pop one of the O-ring knobbles over it to get everything in place, peel off the protective layer acrylic from the front, blah 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 blah, get started with your RetroPie install. Oh my god, it's done. It's gonna be done in a matter of seconds. Let's get at it. Let's just get at it. I'm ready. I'm ready, man. I'm ready, man. I'm good to go. So it's telling me this is the last part. 2 screws in the old. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, we did this earlier. Don't show me up now. Look, the magnet failed. Don't show me up now, bitch. Oh no, it's moved, look. Is it going? No. Screwdriver's failing. The last screw is just putting up a fight. It's okay, it's all good. I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna flip it on its side. I'm gonna have a look. See what we're dealing with. One of these was really tough, to be honest, to get through, and it required a large amount of persuasion. Okay, I think I've realigned it. Let's see now. Yes, it's in. It's in, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Gotta get myself a new screwdriver. It's driving me mad already. There might be just enough thread on the other side of that to actually get a bolt on. That is tight. Not much thread at all. To be fair, this panel is so thick. Like the acrylic and the wood. It's got it, it's bit. Oh, it's just enough. Did they do that on purpose? I'm not so sure. I'll give it to him though. I'll give it to him. It's fine. Let's do that. Thinking about watching some Stranger Things tonight. I haven't seen season 4 yet, and someone told me it's awesome. The best one, apparently. Which I was dubious. I was like, ugh, the 4th season of something, you know what I mean? It's probably coming to an end. Is it going to be the best, or...? Apparently it's good. Been told it's good. I'm going to check it out. I'm going to end up being here till 3 o'clock in the morning watching it all or not. Silly. Let's get a shot of it. Oh, look at it. The Picade. Get it with the box, look. Let's get it like that. Oh. God, should be a marketing manager for him. Look at it. Beautiful. No, it's not. It does look beautiful though. Looks nice. Love it. Freaking love it. Look at it. Tell me you don't want one. Tell me you don't want one of these. Come on. Tell me you don't want one. Yeah, liar. Hadouken. See? You even get sound effects when you come to my streams. You know, when you come. Which you don't really, but still, it's fine. It's okay. I'm alright with it. I'm fine with it. Let's get this on cam, what I'm doing here, because it's going to be... So this just slots in now. Look at that. Just drops on there. Let's get a little... Just want to show you the top bit, look. Because this top bit is the bit where this little thing just protrudes out. And I like these kind of fittings. There's no screws or anything on the back. Slots in at the sides, slots in there, and then that bit comes in. And then, where are those rubber O-rings? Literally, just get a rubber O-ring and stretch it over the connector. Stops it coming off. Just awesome. Love it. Oh man, I'm loving it. That's it, man, I think. That is it. All that's left to do is turn it on, power it up, get it going. Blah de blah de blah. Look, there's even a little hole for the power connector, which is the USB-C power. Come on, you want to see it on, don't you? You want to see it on. I know you want to see it on. I'm going to turn it on and see what happens, to be honest. I need to set it up and stuff off stream, and then I'll come back and I will do a little playthrough and stuff on it, and I'll show you it, working. I'll do a little screen share of what's going on it with the games and stuff. I'm not gonna, you know, deprive you of that part. Let's throw that. Go. Let's throw that down there. Oh. Let's plug in the USB-C. Make sure you've got a decent view of it at least. Without my radio facing it. There we go. Yeah, let's do it this way so you can see it then. I'm trying not to get the lights in it as well so you've got no glare. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll plug it in. And then you can see it. Come on. And rock! Might just turn on straight into RetroPie. Imagine that. Imagine it comes straight on and it works. 1 second. I've got to go underground to plug it in. Okay, there's an issue. I don't have a plug socket spare. Look, man, I know you're disappointed. I know. I'm going to get an extension. Wait. I've got an extension, hold on. Plugged in. Look, fly! Those things don't work on water. You gotta have power! Come on. Come on! Come on! Huh? Come on then. Go on. And what? And what? Okay, fair enough. None of the buttons work. I need to plug a keyboard into it. So you do need to plug a keyboard in and then select all the... Go into the menu, do button selection and set it all up. But look at it. Just take a little look at what we've got here. Look. So you've got all the selections of the different systems that are loaded onto this. Like I say, I've loaded a 256 gig image onto this with loads of games on it. Super Nintendo, Mega Drive, Master System, everything, just loads of stuff. Game Boy, Game Gear, all sorts of stuff. Loads of games on it. And next time when we're on stream, we're gonna check this out, you know what I mean? But for now, that's it, man. It's been good. I've enjoyed building it. It is an easy build. I mean, like, if you dig retro games and stuff, check it out, man. It's just awesome. I mean, you got like flipping... This has got like, I think it's like a few thousand games on it. I mean, you know, check it out. It's well worth it, man. I think. Look at it. It's a mini arcade machine. How can it not be worth it? Just check it out. Finish him! All good. Nice one for stopping by. Nice one for hitting the like button if you did. If you didn't, that's not the end of the world. You can hate it. Jeez, I hate stuff. So do you. It's not a problem. Hate on it. Hate it to death. I don't mind. I've enjoyed it, so it's all good. Take it easy, man. And that's it. That's the end. Come back for some games.